Hello there everyone, and welcome to my review of Cress by Marissa Meyer. Now this book is probably on a gazillion people's TBR, and you know what? It's totally worth it, you guys. All that waiting was totally worth it because Marissa has given us a piece of art. I'm telling you, it was a piece of art. I'm not even exaggerating. It was 550 pages, but it was 550 pages full of excitement, and I just need winter. And winter is actually the name of the fourth book. I'm not talking about the season. I'm sick of winter right now. It's pretty cold and I'm hating the weather and I can't do anything. So yeah, but I'm talking about the book Winter, and I have no idea when it's coming out. I think it's 2015. Let's not think about that. But anyways, this book was just amazing. I think it may be the best out of the three. Like, you do not know how much I loved Cinder. Scarlet was okay for me, but Cinder was one of my all-time favorites. It was such an amazing book. But this one, it was on a different level, guys. It was on a different level. I just loved it. It was so great. It was great. So I know some people haven't read this series yet, and I kind of feel sorry for you, but that's okay. So this review is non-spoiler for people who have not read Cress and for those who have not started the Lunar Chronicles either. I'm gonna start ahead like I always do. I divide my reviews into 3 categories. So I'm gonna go ahead with 1, characters, 2, plot, and 3, overall, I guess. I guess that's how I did it for my last review. I actually cannot remember, but let's just do it this way. So I'll start right ahead with number 1, which is the characters. Now, as you guys might already know by the name of this book, the main character here is Cress. I'm not spoiling this, and you guys should already know this. And she is basically Rapunzel, and it says here, Rapunzel's tower is a satellite. She can't let down her hair or her guard. As you guys might already know, each book introduces us to a new character. The first book was Cinder, who was the princess cyborg, Cinderella cyborg. She was a Cinderella cyborg, therefore Cinder. And she was a cyborg and she was a mechanic, and yeah, like I said, no spoilers, but she was the main character. The next book we had Scarlet, who was Little Red Riding Hood, and this one is Rapunzel. And as you guys might already know, the fourth one, Winter, is Snow White. And I really hope this series never ends, but I know it's going to end in the fourth book, which is just sad, because who doesn't love fairy tale retellings that are set in the future? It's just mind-blowing. I'm telling you guys, it was mind-blowing. So Cress as a character, I think she was really unique and really different from all of those characters that I've read before. She had this, in a way, like if it was any other girl, I would hate her personality, but I think it was just an exception for Cress because she had a reason for it, and she was just adorable. I just loved reading about her, and she was so shy at some points, and I just wanted to squeeze her cheeks because, again, like I said, she was just adorable. And she's a hacker. Like, how cool can that be? She hacks crazy. She can hack into any system or any... It was just amazing. Like, how cool was that? And it was just so fun because it doesn't suit her character. I feel like she's kind of shy and stuff, and I just love that there's this bad side to her. Like, she can hack into anything, and it was just brilliant. I loved how Marissa was able to combine these 2 factors, and it was just amazing reading about it, and I think it was just a great addition to the character. I loved that there was a bad side to her and a rebellious side to her, and I think that was very interesting to read about. As you guys already know, like, we have Cinder and Scarlet and the other characters who I kind of don't want to mention because I don't want to spoil the book. But you guys should know that this series is kind of companion series. Like, she is the main character, but we do get to see the other characters like Scarlet and Cinder in this book. So it was really cool to get to go back to those characters again and to get to know more about them because, like I said, Cinder just doesn't end in the first book. She goes on. We see her in Scarlet and we see her in Cress. And I just loved seeing all those characters together again. It was amazing. I had so much fun, honestly. Like, I just loved them all together. They were all hardworking and they were all just loved each and every character. I honestly think that I don't think a character is annoying in this series. Not one. Not even one. I just love every single one of them, and every single character is different in their own way, and somehow I'm in love with each and every one of them. I think they're perfect. I think they just fit together. They're so diverse and they're so dynamic, and I feel like they fit perfectly when they're together. It was like reading and getting back to a family that you forgot about. I don't even think that makes sense. Honestly, I can keep on rambling on and on about the characters because they were just fantastic. There was honestly just one word: perfection. It was perfection. Like, there was not one flaw, and I honestly think, and I have come to this conclusion, that Marissa Meyer is a genius. She is really a genius. Up to my second category, plot. Deep breath, guys. This plot, it was just crazy. It was crazy. I was like all over the place. I was in space, I was in Earth, I was in the desert, hint hint. This is not a spoiler, guys, trust me. I was at the moon. I was just all over the universe, not even all over the world. It was just so cool to have the setting in so many different places that I'm actually not very used to reading about. I don't read much space books or stuff about galaxies or like stuff that are set in spaceships. The only other series I've read is the Glow series, the Sky Chasers by Amy Kathleen Ryan, and that's probably the only series that I've read that takes place in the galaxy. But this, I feel like, I don't know how she got to do it, honestly. I feel like everything was so out of place, but she was able to connect it so well. It was just magical. Like I said before, it was honestly perfect. So I can't say much about the plot without spoiling, but all I can say is that it was honestly, there was no one part of the book that was boring. There's always that one part of the book, especially in books that are over 500 pages, where the plot gets kind of draggy or it gets kind of boring. But I think the reason why this plot never got boring was because we had over 5 or 4 characters, and each one had their own mini story, and we were kind of like, it was really interesting and it never got boring. So I think it's different than reading just about one character for the whole 500 pages. I think if that was the reason, I think it would have been boring, but I'm glad that each and every page of this book was honestly action-packed and totally fun. One thing about this book that I really enjoyed was the romance. It was, okay, the romance in Scarlet I was not a big fan of. The romance in Cinder was, I loved it. So I was kind of hesitant in this one. I really wanted it to work out. I really wanted everything to be perfect because, like I said, Scarlet wasn't such a good book for me. I was actually really disappointed because after reading Cinder I had such high expectations, but I do know that a lot of people like Scarlet more than Cinder, so that does not mean you're not going to enjoy it as much. But again, I was pretty scared for this one and I really did want to enjoy it, and thank God I did. And the romance in it was just adorable. It was just one word, adorable. It was so cute. I was like giddy and giggling when I was reading it, and honestly, like, this book could have been more perfect for me. I just loved reading it, and the ending was just, I need winter right now. Give me winter. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. I need it now. So if you haven't started the series yet, I totally recommend you to go ahead and start it right now. And if you guys were iffy about whether to start Cress or not, because maybe for some unknown reason you didn't like both books, you should totally try it out because it's mind-blowing. It's totally, I think it's better than the first two. But if you liked Scarlet more than Cinder, or Cinder more than I don't care what you liked, you should just start this book whenever you get it. This book comes out on February 4th, 2013. I'm totally gonna order a copy for myself because I already have 2 hardbacks of Cinder and Scarlet, and now they're gonna look perfectly matching together on my bookshelf. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know a lot of you have been asking for me to have a video review of Cress after watching my TBR pile. I hope you guys read it ASAP. As soon as you can get your hands in it, just start it and read it, because this book and this author is definitely a genius. And hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye bye!